Just 5:30 in the morning, folks. An interesting formation. We know what these formations are. Those of us with eyes to see and brains to work it out, folks. Do the research. The easy research, by the way. Lots of people get in touch with me and they tell me about their skies and the heavy spraying constantly in the Americas, in Australia, over Europe, wherever, folks. Even Japan and India, certain parts of India. And then some people, the rare ones, they get in touch and say that they're fortunate, they get nothing. I can't disprove that, but I can doubt it. And I doubt it very much, folks, because, you know, this operation is on an earth-wide scale. And it has to be for it to be effective in the ways that these people who are doing these operations want it to be effective, folks. It's a new world order, as they call it. One world system, one world governance. So I doubt that there are areas of this earth that are not affected. And even in some remote places where perhaps the spraying isn't intense and not noticeable, you know, this stuff widens out and shitens out for distances, great vast distances, so nowhere safe. Is to carry out this, what they call geoengineering, we call interfering. The sun is due up over there, and this jettison stuff that's now segmenting itself, cotton wooling in itself, because it looks like cotton wool, some of it. Blankets and covers the sky, folks. Shrouds us in its shit, as I keep telling you. Even over the Arctics, those regions, the stuff gets sprayed, folks. All this terraforming stuff that's, I find, terrifying, especially for the people of the future. They call it terraforming, and it's stuff that in the boys' comics when I were a kid, they told us that they wanted to do on places like Mars and stuff, yeah? The brainwashing stuff, folks, that had us fooled and had us believing they were going to the moon. Then they'd been to the moon. Now they tell us it's a painful thing to try and rebuild, so we're not going back to the moon. But don't worry about it. It's not that painful to go a lot further into other galaxies, etc. You know, I don't believe in any of that shit, folks. I don't believe in all this light years and all that bollocks neither. Because at the end of the day, you can invent science. And then you can use these, what they call them. Give me a minute, think about it. Yeah, equations. You know, people invent math and equations. And they keep working at them until they mean something to people. And then the con is on. It's always been the same, folks. Science, as I've always said, places its reliance upon defiance, yeah? And a lot of reliance upon us all being fucking dumb enough to go along with it, folks. Just like the body's immune system. You know, if there is such a thing, folks, I don't even know if that's true. But I do know that the body has a defence mechanism, yeah? And that once it's been subjected to something once, it can build on that subjection to a kind of immunity, so that when you get it again, it's either less of a fucking strain and a pain or no strain or pain at all, folks. And then you've got science, which is all about making money for those in control of the sciences, folks. But the people beyond governments, yeah. You know, the science is just trickery. It's hocus pocus. It's fucking black magic, if you like, folks. And it hurts far more than it heals. They tell us that science is the way forward, and life is outdated, and that synthetic life is the future. The digital fucking experience is here. The fourth industrial digital evil solution. So they change everything. They change the food, they change the water, they change what used to be weather into climate that they can control, despite the fact it being lost control when you use your common fucking sense about that. And education and so on. And the human species is being altered. And it's surprising how the world has taken the word trans now and ran with it. You couldn't make that up, folk. A simple fucking word. But it has so many fucking meanings now to people. Transhumanism, transgender, trans this, that and the other thing. As we transition into this digital fucking nightmare, folks, that we were warned about. We were warned about almost 100 years ago, folks, that it was coming. Through these Masonic idiots that were thinking up this stuff. And when you think up something, we all have ideas and we all think, oh yeah, what a brilliant idea, if only. Yeah, if only, but some people don't let those silly fucking ideas go. And they go to people who are even more fucking idiotic, that have great wealth, and these people will say, well, here, take enough money and go and make this fucking thing work. And believe me, folks, if you have an idea and enough money and enough time and enough fucking idiotic science, you can make almost anything possible, folks, as we have now seen. As we have now seen and we are now witnessing, folks. With all this fucking Wi-Fi crap and the radiation in air and all the fucking poisons that surround us, that science tells us is good for us. Despite the fact when you look at the patents and then look at the adverse effects of everything that these fuckers are doing, it's contradictory. Radiation in air. Yeah, we're in a microwave environment, folks, being cooked 24 hours a day. Think about that. Even if you don't see these fucking planes flying over, all these land-based things spraying stuff, folks, the radiation in air is every fucking where. And it's not natural radiation, folks, it's not. This is the worst kind. The worst kind, folks. Man-made. That's all we're told. I tend these days to go along with the fact that there's a demonic fucking element to it, folks. I have to do. You know, I have to weigh up all fucking sides of it. I'm sat on the fence, me, folks, yeah? In a good way, because I'm looking left, I'm looking right, I'm looking all around, I'm looking up, I'm looking down. It's a fucking eye fence, yeah? So I have a good vantage point. I can see everything. And I can fucking conclude and conduct my fucking research from the vantage point that I have gained. This stuff is now whitening as the sun arises, but I still find it frightening and shitening, especially for those people not yet born, folks. Look at it up in the air, look at all this what I call cotton wool in effect. Because it looks like that shit you get from the supermarkets to wipe the baby's backside with. Anyway, that's another fucking rant from me. I've not done so many videos this week, or last week. I've had a few problems with my neck and the fall I had last October in the snow when I fucking fell backwards and got that bit of concussion that I had. I've got a pheasant somewhere scooting about. So I don't know if I've damaged the tendons and the nerves or whatever in the neck, but it's just been giving me a little bit of jip. So I'm trying to alter mainly my sleep patterns because it's when I wake up in the mornings. Lifting my head, there's this pain in the neck that won't go until I've been up for an hour or two. These things are beautiful. Don't know what they are. I don't care what they are. So long as they're there, I'm happy they're there. I'm happy the weeds are there. Look at these two here. Not a fucking evil bone in them. They just are what they are. They have a limited, I think, thought process. And they want for nothing, really. They don't think about anything. They don't plot or fucking ploy. There's not an animal on this earth that does the things that we are encouraged to do, folks. And I don't think it's the vast majority of us humans. We're not evil. Yeah, we just are educated to do things we shouldn't be doing. Yeah, based on this fucking age-old fucking science crap now, folks. And this Masonic fucking nonsense and all these secret societies that keep us in the dark and only have us fucking slave to their control systems. That is just lost control, folks, as this earth gathers pace to become nothing but a fucking scrapyard, folks, a mega dump of destruction and detritus. Anyway, cows are out in the field. Fatted calves, folks. It's quite cool this morning. So we'll just continue our walk for the next half an hour and then get back. We're not too far from home. You can see the little site that I'm on. And again, I'm talking to people, neighbours on where we live here, that have got all kinds of problems that they didn't have prior to 2020, folks. And in particular, prior to a certain procedure they allowed into their bodies, folks. And it's almost on a daily basis. And I have no answers for them, folks. Because these people knew about me when we started talking about things. Some of them were buying from Amazon those books that got banned that I was producing about the scamdemic and the technology that was coming from that scamdemic that people were rolling their sleeves up for. And despite that, and despite being verbally warned and shown fucking proof, these people just still went in car shares constantly to get these things. Some of the people on here now have had 10 of these things. 10, folks, and that's on top of all the others. The pneumonia and the flu and the chicken pox and the shingles. On top of them all. And when you look at the experts, now, listen to the experts, they're telling us that All these things, even the dental injections now contain all this technology. So when people say to me now, and you can tell that they're trying to get some kind of advice, I don't give any, because I haven't got any for them. The advice I had is not to take these things. And that's just, it means nothing to them now. It's fallen on deaf ears. So when they come saying to me, do you know, since I had these bleeding things, my health suffered. One lady I was talking to yesterday, she's had to have the paramedics round and they had to fucking put a defibrillator on her to jump her heart back into line, she was saying. You couldn't make that up. The ambulances have been in and out of here, I don't know fucking what lately. Crazy. People falling all the fucking time. People are having radiation treatment, chemo fucking treatment. I've got family members that have subjected themselves and they are now having the fucking chemo and all the rest of it, folks. Didn't listen. So when someone comes to me now and they're trying to badger me into giving them advice, I don't have any. I just clam up. Because there is none. A lady yesterday was asking if she could detox from it. And she was begging Debbie, she come round to the house begging her to give her advice on detoxing. And Debbie, I come in the house, Debbie was saying to her, there's no point you detoxing. You can't detox from it. This stuff self-replicates in your system. You know, it's now part of you or you're part of it. Whatever. It ain't going away. And I don't believe you can detox fully from anything anymore, me folks. I believe you can try and boost what they call the immune system by just avoiding the fucking things that are obvious to avoid, the common sense things, folks. Deprive yourselves of the fucking man-made shit that tastes good and all the rest of it, folks, because it's designed to. They're not called spirits for nothing. Those of you that like your spirits, I think about that. Think about the word spirits. Think the fucking word up. Anyway. And then when they're spraying this stuff in the air that I show you, it's now segmented itself now into these cloud-like fucking effigies, folks. There's no detoxing from that. No. The amount of times I've had to say to people, well, how can you detox from it? You're breathing it in constantly. As fast as you, if you could detox from it, as fast as you detox, you're just breathing the stuff back in, you're drinking the stuff back in, you're eating the stuff back in. You know, it's systemic, it's in you, it's fucking staying in you, folks. Especially this digital shit, folks. The people have become antennas. And they have a wireless body area network that connects to the body area networks, body to body area networks, and all the rest of it, folks. And the dogs have got these antennas known as microchips in them. They're getting a lot of this stuff injected in them now. You wouldn't believe how many dogs on our site have died recently, folks, and they've always previously been to see the fucking vets. And yet the vets continue. You can take a dog here to have its fucking toenails clipped. Its claws clipped, sorry, not toenails. And, you know, the vets can talk you into giving that dog an injection for something. They will. Crazy, absolutely crazy. My neighbours are telling me constantly they just take their dogs to the vets just for checkups and they give them an antibiotic injection for the hell of it. And then charge them, is it £60 or something? We're told antibiotics for years, yeah, were causing us to build a resistance to them that we shouldn't be demanding them, and yet there they are, the vets, yeah, over vaccinating dogs just with that one fucking shot, or cats, or anything that you take to the vet, your guinea pig, These dogs have not been to the vets, and they are, what is it this year, 10-year-old I think this year now. Yeah, come here lad, that's all twisted. Come here. There you go, good lad, I love you lad. Ellie, love you too. Yep. And apart from the fact now they're getting old and don't want to walk as far as we used to do, they just want to basically lounge around and get tickled. They've had no illnesses whatsoever. The worst thing to happen to these two in their lifetime, yeah, and it's not the two of them, just this one here. He got a tick. He got a tick, which I did a video showing me removed from him, folks. He got a tick, didn't you, lad? And he had a few problems with his hips. He was, when we were doing all that long walking and everything. So we put him on this glucosamine. The tablets. They're not tablets, folks. They're like a nutrient. And these two stay on them. They take the B17, the vitamin B17 that I take every single day of their lives. They've taken that from the moment we got them. And we give them the best of food. We buy them the best meats. And as you can see, they're still fit to a point and very healthy. Very healthy. Got all their own teeth and such. They don't stink. And they're my best friends. And that's it, folks. I'll shut up. I'm going back now, have a cup of tea. And see what the fucking day brings.